Greetings. Now, this video is a little bit of a rant. Now, to go, to give you a little bit of a background to the things, when I was younger and I used to go to the arcade in Skegness, or if I went to the local club, most people used to play bingo, yeah, including my mum. Yeah, so we go to the arcade, mum would play the bingo in the arcade. And then one day she said, well, why don't you go to bingo? She says, it's a bit different. So I said to my mate, I said, look, do you fancy going to bingo? And obviously, bingo, forget that. So my wife went with a friend and she said, hey, it's not as bad as, it's not like it used to be, like kind of, smoky old, some smoky places, It then turned out that it wasn't bad at all, it's quite nicely laid out, quite colourful. They've got loads of fruit machines in the different places, you can get things to eat. Pints of beer, which obviously I didn't do because I drove anyway, but you'd have like pints of Coke, pints of orange, whatever, things like that. It was very good. And then they started doing like digital games, like, because the old times you used to have to get a bingo dabber, play cards. We tried that once, and to be honest, it was like a bit confusing. So we thought, well, it's a lot easier because you have to concentrate really hard on the card ones, and we just sort of like getting sidetracked all the time. So I thought, forget that. We'll just get the electronic ones, and we can have a chat and do stuff like that on the phone, checking things like Facebook, etc., etc. And now at the time that we used to go to this place, insert picture here. Okay, and it was Gala Bingo, and it was, it was okay, nice place in Sheffield, off Sheffield Parkway. We used to go there quite regularly, and got talking to people there, won quite a bit of money, and then they got bought. Well, it changed. I think they got bought out, and it changed to Buzz Bingo. Buzz Bingo are fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. They got things on a Wednesday evening on the internet, on their Facebook page, and a guy called Roger Knowles does it, and he's brilliant. He's really good, really entertaining. He interacts with people when you're sending messages, and things like my wife. He's done, like I've said, is there any chance you could send a message to my wife and stuff like that? And he has done. He's sort of shouted out, Sam, and things like that. You see, he's basically done things like that. So he interacts with people. You can win bonus amounts, that type of thing. Anyway, what happened was the other day I got an email from Gala Bingo. This. Now, basically, saying that I'm no longer eligible to receive bonus wins or bonuses. Or I can't claim bonuses or something, And I'm thinking, well, why is that then? I thought, well, maybe it's because I've not deposited any money for a while. But the other thing I was doing, I do this. And what that is a poll that Gala Bingo do to say, various things like, what would you like to do? What would you like to see? What do you think of these particular images, pictures? What do you think to this game? Do you think it'll be any good? And I used to, it might cost me, I don't know, 5-10 minutes maybe at a time to complete it. Sometimes maybe 15 minutes. And they were fortnightly. So it wasn't a lot, but I didn't mind doing it. I felt like I was part of contributing to helping them progress as a company. And I felt, anyway, I valued them, valued sort of member of their kind of poll team or whatever they call it, And then I got that. So I'm like, okay. So I sent him a message and saying, can you explain to me why I've been, why I can no longer receive the bonuses? And didn't get a reply as such. So I raised a complaint on a thing called Resolver. And they then says, well, the reply was just basically the same email that they'd sent me, or it was a copy of the email that they sent as a reply to my question saying, why have I not been, why can I not claim the bonuses anymore? I then got a reply to that saying things like, why we as a company reserve the right to amend, adjust, and that type of thing, And I says, yes, I get that, but what I'm wanting to know is why I can no longer receive the bonuses. Okay, so then I then get a reply this morning saying, because you've done it on Resolver, we didn't see the original question. Which I find very strange because I'd actually emailed them with the details of my membership number and my email address, so they will be able to see what I've been sent. Oh, one of the other things they sent as well was saying it was a company decision which had been made. Which, I'm not bothered the fact it's a company decision or anything like that. I just want to know why they've done the decision. Now, I had a similar issue with another one. I can't remember the exact name of it now. It was one of the other bingo sort of betting sites, And when I queried that with them, because there was something that I couldn't claim or something, or there was something towards with my account, and they said because I wasn't playing in the spirit of the gambling thing, and I'm thinking, what? So, and I just says, well, I just think that's ridiculous. I says, can you explain that more? And they couldn't really. And they said, oh, we'll try and see if we can get back to you and reinstate you the bonuses or whatever it was. And I said, you know what, forget it. I thought, just don't even bother. So I just closed my account down. Because I thought, at the end of the day, if that's the way they're going to treat the customers, you know, I mean, all right, if you're not paying a lot of money into the thing, then at the end of the day, you're probably just a number in their eyes that's not contributing anything money-wise. But with Gala, I was contributing my time, which I consider to be just as important as spending money with them. But obviously, from their point of view, if I'm not spending money with them, then that's probably why they've done it. And I just don't think it's a very good way of, you know, operating a business as such. I mean, I know they're out there to make money, you know, but there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people out there that are quite willing to do this and pay money. And I think what they're going to find that they're going to end up doing is alienating a lot of people, because obviously at this time of year, plus the fact we've just had well, the COVID situation has made things a lot worse, and plus the fact that, you know, with Gala Bingo, they don't, as far as I'm aware, they don't even have any sites, because the nearest ones to us obviously have all been changed to Buzz Bingo now. So Gala pretty much doesn't exist apart from an online format thing, and to be honest, just rubbish, really are rubbish now. They're falling behind. I mean, Buzz Bingo is so much better. They've got Buzz Bingo. It just seems to be it just more. What can you say? More happy. You feel more happy when you're playing the Buzz Bingo games, even if you lose. I mean, I thought, well, I'll deposit £10 on Buzz Bingo yesterday. Didn't win a penny. Well, I would about 40p, but that went back, you know. But I thought, well, if he's going to stay with Buzz Bingo, because they seem to reward a lot more, they're doing a lot more for customers, you know, by entertaining people, doing these odd live streams, that type of thing. Gala Bingo, I don't think do anything like that. And I think they've just kind of gone way behind from what they used to be. They're certainly a lot worse, in my opinion, because obviously of what's happened anyway. And then the ironic thing was, the day after they told me that I was no longer able to claim the bonuses, etc., I got this. Yes, an email asking me to complete a poll for them. Really? Seriously think that I'm going to do any more thing now to help you after you've said that I can only claim? You've got another thing coming. Now I've got a Gala mug, which I'm seriously considering smashing up and saying, look, shove it. Basically, Gala, shove it. I've just had another response from Gala Bingo, which is quite funny, really. They're saying that they don't have an account with the email address that I've sent the initial complaint from. A bit strange that, because all of the things that I've had from them, including the poll request, you know, for me to help with that, notifications of, you know, withdrawals from their account, including my username, and confirmations then of they have paid my account with my username, have all gone to the same email address. So you can imagine my reply to that was saying, well, how does that work out then? Because I'm finding that that's like an untruth, because you've kind of sent all the correspondence to my email address, which is what this is, from the same email address. So I don't understand what they're talking about. I think it's just like an excuse of them thinking that I'm just not going to bother and I'm just going to go away and just give up. Well, this is one thing I'm quite interested to find out exactly what they do and what they say, because I think they're probably doing this to a lot of people. And looking at various websites, which I'll show you a screenshot here, there, a lot of people are really getting, well, negative, you know, I'm going to say peed off, but no, that's not really true. But, you know, they are just disgusted, really, with the service that they received. I mean, there was one person that said the staff were quite rude, etc., etc., etc. And as you can see, out of a rating of 5, it's a 1.3, and it says bad. You know, so that just goes to show that Gala Bingo, nah, I don't think anybody's going to bother with them for much longer, to be honest, with Buzz and everything else as well. But I think they really need to sort of just get rid of Gala, because Gala's just terrible now. It's getting really, really bad. And if you have any comments about Gala Bingo in the past or whatever, please feel free to add them to the bottom here, because I will quite gladly reply to your messages, etc. So, yeah, Interesting to see what you think about them as well. Anyhow, thanks very much for watching this video, and as usual, consider subscribing, like the video if you did. If you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like about it. And I've also do some some hoodies, t-shirts, that type of thing on my page, which I will put in the link below. And as usual, take care, stay safe, and hope you're all okay, and look after each other. Bye bye.